I'm Tina, and everybody always asks me, how in the heck do you put this stuff on your mantle? Every year I have these pumpkins and I do all this foliage on my mantle, and it's my favorite thing. It's almost as good as Christmas, but everyone asks me how I do it. So I thought, since school just started, it's hot outside, which makes me unhappy, but fall inside makes me super happy. And so I always decorate about the time the kids go to school. So I'm gonna show you what I do, what I put up, and everything that I do and put up. I'm gonna show it to you up close so that you can see. And a lot of it will probably be in fast forward, and I'll just tell you what I do as I go along. Okay, so real quick before I get going is 3 of my favorite things for decorating is lighting. So you can see I put the lights up. So I've already done all the dusting and cleaning. I took everything that was there off. I put Christmas lights up. Those won't look like that. Those are just gonna light up the leaves underneath. And then I put up my pumpkin patch sign that I got from Hobby Lobby, which I have had for 3 years, and I love it. They still sell the exact same one. But lighting, layering, and having a good variety of items to add a lot of texture and color is key. So yeah, I'll just get going and you can watch, and hopefully you enjoy it as much as I do. Okay, so the first thing I do is I add one of these because it adds a lot of stuff. It adds kind of some foliage at the very base, and it's just really easy. And so I put this up first. So I bought pumpkins, and I bought 2 of a bunch of different ones, and I do the equal. I have to have everything equal on each side. Some people are not like that. I totally am. For me, it has to be the same on both sides. So everything that I do, if I do it on one side, I'm gonna do it on the other side as well. Okay, so now that I have my pumpkins up and aligned where I want them, that's when I start filling in everything with the foliage. Start with the variety of leaves first because they're softer. And you want to go through all of your picks, and you want to open them up as big as they'll go so they're humongous like this, because it'll fill more space that way. You can get these ones at the dollar store, and it took me years. Don't feel like that you have to go out and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on all this random stuff. I mean, I've gotten stuff all over the place. I've gotten stuff at garage sales. I've gotten stuff at estate sales, dollar store, Walmart, and every year for a couple years, I just picked up a few items here and there and added it to my collection, and it just got more and more beautiful as time went on. But it doesn't have to cost you an arm and a leg. A lot of this stuff's like, these are from the dollar store, and they have a lot of different variety there. The leaves till the leaves are gone, and then I'll start with some of the other stuff. Okay, now that I have all of those flowers up, the leaves up. They look like flowers, they're so pretty. Pretty much did the same thing on both sides, just mirrored it on each side. Okay, the next thing I'm putting in is these are from the dollar store as well. I think you can find them everywhere. Sometimes the little balls pop off, but it's totally cool. I just pop them back on or throw it away. Like when I pulled these out of the box, this little stem came off, but I just wanted to add some white in there somehow, and I didn't want white flowers because I didn't want to add flowers to it, so I'm just gonna shove these in. You might move stuff around as you do this. You might move it around a few times, but that's all part of the process. I'm not sure where I got these, but these are just little picks of these little flowers. And I said I'm not gonna add flowers, but guess what? I'm adding some flowers. Okay, this is one of my favorite things. Look at these picks. They have the nuts. I just love these. I just feel like so everything's so bright up there, but these just kind of tone it down a little bit and add a little bit more warmth to it all. And they also have the pip beads and the nuts and the pine cones and a little, like just a leaf, a little bit of leaves. And I just think it's the cutest. So I'm gonna add these in. And same with these picks. I don't know where I got these. These might have been Walmart, like last year or the year before. But they've got a little bit of everything on there. They just add so much more items and texture and make it simple because it's already together. Okay, so you can't really see it because of all the lighting in here, but the little bits of light, and I'll do close-up pictures too when I'm done, the little bits of light that are underneath all those leaves kind of poke through a little bit, and it's my favorite thing. I also love how the light bounces off the back of the stone. My husband built this fireplace and put up the stone and everything a handful of years ago. I think it was 2019, and it has been just my favorite thing. We wanted a humongous mantle, and we had somebody come in and try to price what it would be, and it was insanely expensive, and we were like, we could probably make that pretty easy. And we totally did, and it was really no big deal. So we made this 8-foot mantle, and it's really deep, and I'm glad we made it as deep as we did, because once you put it up to the stone comes out a little bit too, which took away from the depth of the mantle. But this mantle has been my favorite thing in my whole house. Like, I can move out of this house and not miss anything, but I'm like, can I take the fireplace with me? And it was a lot of work, and I don't think we'll ever do it again because it was no small thing trying to do the stone, especially when it was the first time we'd ever done stone. So I have these little fairy lights. They're totally jumbled, and I am trying to undo it. This might take me a minute, but I had mentioned that lighting was one of the most important things, and for me, this room has really poor lighting. It just has this little fan light, and then I have to have like the side lamps and stuff just to have more light in here. There is windows, but it gets a little bit tricky. It's also kind of hard to take pictures at the fireplace because the light, my kids are tall, and the light is like really low and often gets in the way. So these little lights will just add some light on and in, kind of in the center, and you just kind of shove them and wind them around. But man, these are the best lights ever. I don't know if you can see that. They're just like a little drop of light, but this is gonna weave its way through, and it's going to light up and illuminate the leaves, which are it's gonna make the colors pop too. Okay, my next favorite thing are these pip beads. They're super cheap. They're like a couple dollars for a roll, maybe $3 because you get them on 50% off at Hobby Lobby. I do the white one, and I do the orange one. And I just kind of weave it the same way that I did the lights. It's so funny because it just looks, when you get up close, it will look a little bit different. It looks like a out of place strand of lights at the moment. These beads just add another texture and a little bit of color, and it's one of my favorite parts of putting everything up. You do this last, and when you look, you'll see up close the pictures. There's just so many different colors and textures, and I literally could sit and look at this thing all day. Like, it is so pretty to me. And that's it, and it's really easy. Look at that. And like I said, you don't have to spend a lot of money, and you don't have to spend a lot of money all at once. You can get stuff on clearance, you can get stuff, look at the little pumpkins hidden right in there. You can get stuff at garage sales, like just wherever you find stuff. Secondhand stores have a lot of options for fall decor too, like bits and pieces, and you just gather stuff where you gather them. If you want to spend a lot of money and you want to go out and buy a variety of items, go ahead. But for me, I took it slow, and this is what we got, and it's my favorite thing. So if you want to do it yourself, remember to get variety, get some lighting to kind of pop out, get all that stuff to pop out. I put the lighting underneath, I put the lighting on the top and through, and then layer. If you just do one layer at a time, I just did the leaves on the bottom, then I did the pumpkins, and then I filled it in. It literally took me 20 minutes. For me, it was easy, and I do it every year, and I get so excited. And yeah, that's that. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And now I'm gonna enjoy sitting back and staring at it for the next 2 months, because I decorate for Christmas early too. So anyways, thanks for watching. See ya.